Hello everyone, and this is Teacher David. So I'm going to start doing comments on what you guys are writing me, and I hope you guys get some really nice comments, and I'll start making videos on what you are asking me. And the very first comment I chose was from Aston. Bedi ula la Aston Shakran ilek a la bhakti hek. That's my sad attempt. But hopefully you understood what I said. And this is what she wrote. Can you please make a video about how to motivate students learning English, sir? And that I can do. I wrote a list of 10 things that you can do with your students or with your personal homework in your personal time that will help you stay motivated into learning English. Number 1, have a list of goals with awards at the end of them. So if you have a test and you need to study for it, I want you to say, I'm going to study for 3 hours and then I get to have ice cream at the end. But as a teacher, you can set goals with your students saying, hey, you get ice cream if you get A's on your test. So you're setting goals for them to want to be motivated to get that A or that B or that C. I would suggest lesser things for lesser grades. So not ice cream for B's, but like a lollipop. Number 2, have a steady time to do English. So if it's 3 o'clock, and you always do your English studies, your body, your mind will start to get used to that's the time to do English. So find a time that you don't have filled yet, and that'll be your hour of English. And if you do it for 28 days in a row, it'll be a habit. Your mind will naturally want to do it. Number 3, have a partner in crime. Have someone with you that does it on that hour or on a phone call. If you have your partner in crime, you'll feel guilty if you don't show up, or they can push you, hey, we need to get this done with, you promised, and then that will motivate you to come. Peer pressure is a very good motivator. So if you're a teacher and you want to try this out, make partners out of your students for projects, and this will definitely motivate them. If you're feeling lazy that day, maybe your partner's not, and they'll motivate you to keep going. Number 4, know yourself. Keep away from things that will make you lazy. So if you know that you will watch that YouTube video and it will make you lazy, don't watch it. Don't go there. Always try to keep yourself away from something that will take you away from your goals. That's your number 1 enemy, is laziness, or that small little voice that just, hey, we can watch a YouTube video. It'll just be one. So stay away from YouTube unless it's my videos. You can totally watch my YouTube videos because they're about English. So yeah, watch all of them twice. So number 5, always end your class in a positive way. This motivates you the next time you need to go to the class or you need to study, because the last memory you have is that positive thought. So if you're a teacher, make the fun thing in class be at the end, because what happens is your students will be motivated to get to the most happy, fun part of the class, and the last time they remembered your class was a fun moment. That motivates them to want to come to your class. That's very motivating. And if you're someone who's not taking lessons, but you're actually just doing homework, relax. Make sure that the last thing you do is fun and calming. Don't try to rush yourself or do the hardest, most evil part of your lecture. Try to do the thing that you're really good at. Boost how you feel, and then end on that note. If you're going to study for 3 hours, let the last 15 minutes be the chocolate, the little treat at the end. Number 6, have a Jiminy Cricket. If you don't know who Jiminy Cricket is, he's the small little cricket that follows Pinocchio around, and it's his voice, his consciousness. So if you have a catchphrase or something that motivates you when you're feeling down or lonely or you don't want to do your homework, your Jiminy Cricket will be that sentence, that thing that knocks you back into, I can do it. That brings us to number 7. And this is the only negative one I have on my list, but I only have it here because it actually does work. We humans, some of us, we need punishment for us to be motivated. Punishment can be a big time motivator. So if you don't finish that homework, you have to eat, I don't know, spinach. If you don't finish that homework, well, then you have to clean the garage. If you don't finish that homework, you have to give $500 to charity. It's the opposite of number one, which is if you do something, you get a reward. So you can add 1 and 7 together. Yes, you get this reward if you do your homework. You don't do your homework, you're gonna have to get this punishment. So that is number 7, and we're moving right along because I don't like talking about negative things for too long. Speaking of negative things, that brings us to number 8. Keep negative people out of your space, especially when you're trying to learn. If they're like, oh, that's stupid, you're wasting your time, or if they're trying to grab you and take you away from your goals and hang out with them, not the best friends. So you want to have good, positive friends that urge you to do your goals and gets out of your way when you're trying to achieve goals. You don't want Hank, who is over there trying to pull you to the club or pull you to the hookah or trying to take you away from your goals. You want Jessica, who wants to study English with you. Have Jessica over more often. Screw Hank. Stupid Hank. Oh my God, I hope no one's named Hank. That brings us to number 9. Look at the subject you like in English and use them for books and movies. So if you like doctors, if you like cats, if you like fishing, get that media. Go get the book about fishing. Go get a movie about a doctor. Go see a TV show about cats. These are words that'll interest you. These will keep you motivated into learning the language, and you're not going to be bored. You're going to be interested in the word for fish in English, or lure, or fishing rod, fishing pole. All these words you want to know because this subject interests you. And that brings us to number 10. Keep to your word. If you're going to say you do something, do it. You want to make sure that that time slot that you set up to be your English one, don't start slipping up and like, I can do that next week. All right, Mondays, 3 o'clock, I was going to learn English, but I want to see that movie with my friends. That is your time to learn English. You can watch that movie with your friends at a different time. That appointment you said with your words. Keep your word. Keep your word. This is very, very important. In fact, it should have been number 1. I don't know why it's I put it to number 10 because you need to remember it the most. That's why. If you have a question, then write it down. And I will definitely get to that. And I'll get another video like this shooting. And this will be the next one. So, very good question. And I enjoyed it.